All right. Now, let's do some basic stuff first. Let's see. This is about DuPont's identity. Let's copy this, paste it here. Oops. No, I don't know why. That is interesting. Oh, let me take a picture of that and put that in. All right. Let me make this a bit smaller. All right. We have a company. We know the equity multipliers. So EM equals 143. Total asset turnover 187. And profit margin equals 6.05%. So we're looking for ROE. Well, do you know how to do this? Or would you want to guess on how to do this? Exactly, because DuPont identity says ROE is equal to PM times TAT times uh, equity multiplier. So in this case, 6.05% times 187 times 143, or 16.18%. And in the exam, I don't care if you leave, answer as a decimal or as just 16.18. The software that I use accepts either one of them. All right. And the key to this is always writing down the definitions. Okay. Because once you write the definition, you're pretty much home. So let's do another. Let me see if it's going to let me copy paste. Oh, this time it does. No, for some reason it doesn't allow me to copy paste the text. That is weird. So we'll take the picture. That sort of stuff happens in my other screen, so you don't see it. All right. You know the sales. 5987. Uh, Total assets 4532. Debt equity ratio It's 0.57, and I think ROE is 11%. Yeah. Okay. It's asking what is net income. All right. Now, among these things that are given to you, which one has net income in its definition? No, sales is just sales, and total assets is just total assets. Well, think about return on equity. We define it as net income divided by total equity, right? All right. Which means we can write net income as ROE times total equity. Well, we do know what total equity, what ROE is, so we need to figure out a way to calculate total equity. And, that would be easy to do. I know total assets, right? Total assets is equal to uh, total debt or total liability plus total equity. And if I, which means total equity is going to be total liability, total assets minus total liability, or there's a better way. Oh, okay. So and let's remember what debt equity ratio is. Total liabilities divided by total equity, right? And there's an alternative way to do this. If I divide everything by total liabilities, total assets over total liability is equal to 1 plus uh, total equity divided by total liability, correct? No, I'm sorry, I want to divide by total equity. So it would be, where are you? Total liability divided by total equity plus 1. Well, total liability divided by total equity is debt equity ratio, right? So in this case, this would be this is supposed to be 0.57. So that would be 1.57, right? All right. But we also have another name for this. This is equity multiplier, right? Can I calculate total asset turnover using these numbers? I can, which is sales over total assets, correct? By its definition. So it's 5987 divided by 2532. That's the number. Using DuPont's identity, remember ROE is PM times TAT times EM. So I can calculate profit margin, which is ROE divided by TAT times EM. So 11% divided by 157 times 2.3645. So that's the profit margin. Of course, I should make this percent. I mean, we can make these calculations in Excel, but this is kind of convenient. Oh, yeah, of course. You can use any kind of calculator you want. I mean, whichever one is more convenient for you. The reason I'm doing it here so that it generates notes. So when we're done with this, I'm going to create a PDF of this so that I can post it. Otherwise, I'll do everything in Excel. It's only for instructional purposes. Remember, PM is net income over sales, right? Which means net income is PM times sales. So 2.96% times sales is 5987, 177 something. Again, key is to use what you know. Okay. Uh, I I started with net income, but it's easier with PM because I have means to calculate both equity multiplier and total asset turnover. And since I know return on equity, it gives me the means to calculate profit margin, which in turn gives me the sales. Anything that's not clear on how I did this? Sure, of course. All right, let's do another one. Well, this is similar, so let's not worry about that. We didn't talk about external financial needs. Okay, let's do these two problems together since I am doing pictures. It says do it in Excel. We'll do it either way. Copy.